What's up, people, and welcome back to Lead Scroll. And it's a good week. I hope you guys are having also a good and great week. And as we are coming to the close of game week 2, heading into game week 3, every football fan is definitely happy, and we are here to get some quick updates on team news and also the fixtures that are going to happen starting Friday and straight into Monday. So let's get into it. But I'll be concentrating more on Arsenal as Arsenal is heading into the game week 3 head on and happy enough and feeling kind of groovy for the moment because they've hit two wins on the row, and it's looking good. And the fixtures that I actually discovered Arsenal have been playing just London teams on the start of the season, and it's kind of looking good so far. And so they'll be back at the Emirates playing against Fulham, and it's gonna be not too easy, definitely, because Fulham have shown they have a different kind of play this season, and they have won their first game. I think they lost their second game, but they'll be looking to revitalize. And as we all know, Band Leno, a former Ghana, is always quite tricky between the posts. So, and Fulham have tried and rebuilt their team. They still have Mitrovic, who has made Gabriel look kind of skeptical and sus in the back line when he scored last season, and we came back, and we'll definitely be looking to sweep out those kinds of mistakes in a quite good season so far. And let's see how that game is going to go. But I think the team news for Arsenal is looking great. Mikel Arteta has revitalized the team and scratched that before we go and head on to far. As you can see on the top left corner here, I tried and did some artwork, and that's Arsenal badge, and it's looking kind of good, I think. Yeah, you can zoom in. That's kind of looking good. Yeah, so let's get back into the football story and team news, and I'll be talking about the previous game that Arsenal have just played against Crystal Palace. That wasn't a given game. We were heading into war. That was battle, actually, and in a battle, there is no given unless you guys are quite prepared and have done all your homework. And it looks like Arsenal are quite revitalized, and they are following every instruction and trusting whatever the manager is telling them before, during training, and during the game also. So the communication is quite on point, and that is why we went on to just seal a 1-0 victory at Selhurst Park, which was a different ground and a very difficult ground to play your game, your normal kind of game. But Arsenal did their best. The backline was quite solid, with Gabriel being introduced in the latter of the game, Zinchenko being introduced, and also Kibio, a back three that sealed the win for us, actually, I will say. And that is how you seal and you see of a game being 10 man, being 1 man less. That's away, because if I kind of try to figure out if Arsenal could be this solid when we had different kind of teams with the likes of Luis, the likes of Mustafi, even the former Gabriel, the Brazilian Gabriel who went on to Valencia, it could be different stories. And that one all lead could be the game could have ended like 4-1 with the likes of Zaha being in the side, who wasn't, but they still look like a threat. It was also noted that their manager, the 76-year-old Roy Hodgson is a gaffer. He is definitely one of the greats in the Premier League and an Englishman also. So he's been here for quite a while, and he was noted saying that he sees like Arsenal could be winning the EPL this season. But everyone has their opinions the moment. But I liked his comment because he has been here for a while. He has seen teams come and go, teams win, teams fail to win, and he knows exactly the kind of criteria that Arsenal are using this season is kind of sustainable, not kind of sustainable, but surely it is sustainable because there looks to be a criteria when defending a match, when attacking a match, when the game is at nil, and when we are even 5 goals ahead and trying to rest a few players and put on some players who want to play. So the team is actually good and well managed thanks to the coaching staff, and let's see how they're gonna be preparing to play against Fulham in front of the fans at the Emirates. This is a given because Arsenal have been doing their best back in the Emirates, and we also always win such kind of games. And having just played these London derbies, it's not a given. Arsenal are also on a process, and playing London teams on the first 3 game weeks is surely there's a message out there that needs to be put across well enough. And Arsenal have done their bits. They have won their first 2 games. Heading on to the 3rd game, I'll be hoping they are quite revitalized, and surely you'll be seeing a different kind of play. It will be more attacking, and when Arsenal are full floor attacking like last season, it could be an avalanche of goals, or maybe surely we need an avalanche of goals. Sitting in 3rd in the table and on few goal differences, but it's good, looking good so far, so good. And let's see how that game is gonna go. But surely, with the likes of Gabriel Martinelli on the side, Saka still hitting his goals, and even on the bench, we still have Trossard. We'll be looking to be revitalized, and I'm sure Arsenal is gonna be giving their fans some joy this weekend on Saturday at 5 p.m. East African time. Currently, I have no team news of who's gonna or what's predicting any starting lineup, because Mikel Arteta surely will show us what he does, and Declan Rice is looking kind of good, looking surely calm on the ball. Kai Havertz, he did the most tackles in that game. He looks like he's nonchalant and he's not giving his all, but surely when you look back, the manager knows exactly why he picked him out, and we have to trust what Mikel sees. And surely when these guys leave a team is when you start realizing actually this guy, like the Xhaka exit, like right now, does anybody really miss Xhaka? Personally, I don't miss him, but I wish him all the best back at Bayer Leverkusen. And because Kai Havertz has stepped into the role, he's not doing much so far, but so far so good. We haven't lost a match so that we can try and single out a person who did these kinds of mistake or whatnot. He's been doing his tackles in the midfield, and the manager surely trusts in him, and that is all that matters, so that he can give him the confidence. We'll be having bare man games and there are a lot of games this season, so we need everyone on their right mentals and physical. So let's see how that game is gonna go, but surely I think Arsenal should have it, let me not say easily, but surely Arsenal should just win this game comfortably and move on to the next fixtures, because next week, as we are exiting August, we have the Champions League draw same day next week on Thursday in Nyon, Switzerland, and this is going to be what a time to be alive, because Arsenal have been away from the Champions League for quite a long time, 6 seasons actually, and that doesn't look good for such a big team in the capital, and also, yeah, with the rich history. So back in the Champions League, Arsenal in the Champions League will be looking forward to that. Same as Newcastle will also be looking forward to be in that, the bracket of the English teams who are being grouped. So let's see. We have been given we'll be in pot two, and we'll be meeting teams who are definitely number one in their leagues, except the EPL, and yeah, let's wait and see how that is gonna go. But till then, you guys, I'll be leaving you with my EPL predictions this weekend, and let's see if I get something on these predictions. I've been doing some bad predictions, and let's see how it's gonna be. But till then, you guys, I'll see you on the next one, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the comment section to give me some, let's engage. In short, let's engage, and let's see each other on the next one, because I'll definitely be dropping a video about the FPL, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Adios.